Ooh, what's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, Sugar Sean O'Malley got clowned on. Well, it was a stinker of a fight. That's the truth, man. It was a stinker of a fight. It's one of these Habib cats, essentially. I think this is Habib's cousin. Certainly something of the sort. Habib's cousin, Habib's nephew, one of them ones. He come in there, he just laying and praying. Apparently, I haven't looked, but I'm taking it as gospel. This cat Merab has 17 wins and 1 submission. And that's the problem with the rolling on the floor people. Yeah? This is why boxing's better than UFC. I hate to break it to the UFC cucks here. It's boring, man. Especially the new age. The new age, ever since who really? Because back in the day, you had people like Cormier, who was like the American style. The American style wrestling allowed... It wasn't as good, essentially. It wasn't as... cuck. It didn't cuck people as much, right? These days, with the new Eastern Bloc wrestling, you cucked. Right? It's just what it is. Name me a fighter who ain't cucked. It don't matter how good you are at BJJ. Look at Oliveira. Oliveira is supposed to be always Brazilian. He's a Brazilian BJJ god. He got choked out. I think he got choked out. Let's assume it's the case that Charles Oliveira got choked out by the wrestler. So even the king of BJJ, the king of rolling, didn't do nothing. It's like rock, paper, scissors. And the Eastern Bloc wrestlers have got a rocket launcher. Yeah, the rest of the cats, they're playing rock, paper, scissors, man. The Eastern Bloc wrestling dons is posted there with a, I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah? With a tomahawk. Yeah? Rock, paper, scissors versus tomahawk. That's what's going on right now, and it sucks. It's boring. That said, not enough fighters these days, if any, are prepared to go out fighting. O'Malley, he's zesty with it. Oh, I like my wife. I like enjoying my wife with other dudes. So O'Malley, he been put in there by the establishment to estrogenize. You man watching. Oh, but YB, Sean O'Malley likes to share his misses and watch. Oh, YB, Sean O'Malley got purple hair, looking like a knockoff Jesus. That kind of shit. Oh, O'Malley got this and that. O'Malley on Edgy. He on this podcast. He on Full Send podcast with all the little gimps. No, YB, O'Malley's on this podcast with a bunch of gimps and Dana White. That's the narrative you tell me. Yeah? So I'm glad this guy lost. He a cornball, in my opinion. He talked too much. And the worst thing is, O'Malley ran off. Nowhere to be found. Yeah? He likes to talk when he's winning, man. That's whack. He likes to talk and say a whole bunch, man. How based he is when he winning. Now he got laid and preyed on. And really, he didn't want to fight, man. Someone was saying, some cat who bet on O'Malley was sick. Yeah, he was sick with, what was it? He was sick with betrayal. And he was saying, O'Malley, in the last round, I think, allegedly stunned Merab with a body kick, a front kick, something to the solar plexus or the body, whatever. He kicked him to the body, and Merab allegedly was wounded. And O'Malley just stood there, wanking himself off. Go get it, man. You lost anyway. What is it? We just watched this weekend as well. Canelo versus Bumlanga, yeah? Everywhere you look these days, there ain't no warriors who want to make the journey to Valhalla, to Warriors Paradise. They're all happy to be cucked, man. Nah, I'll just sit back and lose on points, car. You know, I can make out that I was in it. No, it's even worse, man. Imagine if we'd have seen O'Malley in there just having a go and he gets choked out. You say, well, man, he had to go. What can we say about this performance? Nothing. You just stood there. Like a big gangly knockoff Jesus looking tree. That's how you look. You're like, woo, woo. Just fronting, man. Whack. You weren't kicking his legs. You weren't doing nothing. You weren't doing nothing, man. You weren't doing nothing. So he deserved to lose. Equally, the whole wrestling thing, man, that's tired as well. That's why the UFC's whack. And it's a shame, really, we don't have a UFC heavyweight wrestler. I wouldn't mind seeing... I think Johnny Bones is the only one who could potentially navigate a lay and pray cat. Obviously, he dealt with Cormier, but Cormier was looking to strike. But then again, apparently, I think Jones took Cormier down, but Cormier never scored a takedown with Jones. Right? I'm not saying Cormier is as elite as the Eastern cats. But he's the only one who seems to be able to put it together at the top level. These other guys are one-dimensional. O'Malley can strike with you, but he can't do nothing else. Makhachev can strike, but he can't do nothing else. The wrestlers can't punch, really. They just want to wrestle. So they call it mixed martial arts. Essentially, it's wrestling now. Yeah? It's mixed wrestling arts, or wrestling martial arts. That's what it's become now, essentially. And only you can say YB, but in this women's division, Shevchenko's a striker and she's champion. There's no proper wrestlers in there. I don't know what the women are doing. They're just slapping away, essentially. Right? Slap, 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 slap. So forget about that. Only divisions, yeah, where there's a striker who is the champion is because it's weak in wrestling. Even if you look at heavyweight again. You got Tom Aspinall. Apparently he comes from a BJJ background. His dad was doing some rolling on the floor or whatever. But let's assume he's a striker for the evidence's sake. The only reason he's top of the division right now, because no one can wrestle a lick. Yeah, you ain't hearing of no Bashim Nurmagomedov in the heavyweight division. That's why Tom Aspinall on top. If some big old buff Eastern Bloc cat come in there and roll on the floor, Tom Aspinall's cooked. Because you ain't punching nothing. When he's shooting in for your leg, yeah, or hanging all over you, you ain't punching nothing out. So Aspinall's getting away with it. You can say, oh, well, Curtis Blades is a wrestler. Curtis Blades no good. Okay? He's no good. He's no good like that. He's not Dagestani good. He's like the middle level United States level. Yeah, Curtis Blades is low, middle level United States. Okay? United States is soy in wrestling. That's the bottom line. You man, oh, YB, the red, white and blue and apples and pears and no YB. Come on, stop playing, man. Where are they at then? Can we see a whole bunch of the Eastern Bloc cats? They're out here. If American wrestling was that good, there'd be a whole bag of man hanging on people. It's no good, relatively speaking. Let's call a spade here. There's nothing to be patriotic about. You man can't roll like that. You can't lay on the floor and hang on dudes like that. So, is it ruining the sport? I mean, some people appreciate it though, right? Some people appreciate a man clinging off another man. I don't mind it so much. To be fair to Makhachev, he mixes it up well. Let's have a look at his resume. From what I remember of Makhachev, looking at his resume, he mixes it well. He got the stoppages from the submissions. He got the ground and pound. And I think he's knocked a few cats out as well. Let's have a look. I've got no idea how to spell his name, ain't gonna lie. Like, even Habib, to be honest, Habib was smashing dudes on the ground, right? He wasn't... Yeah, there'd be the odd fight here or there where it'd be a bit leave it. But he was smashing dudes on the ground. This Merab guy, he ain't smashing nothing. He's just hanging around on there, man. Playing with it. So yeah, Makhachev submitted Poirier. He KO'd Volkanovski. Decision with Volkanovski. Submitted Oliveira. I was right. You see what I'm trying to say? People were telling me, and I actually, I actually bet on Oliveira at the time, because in my mind, I'm simple when it comes to mixed martial arts. In my mind, I was thinking, well, Makhachev can wrestle, yeah, but all the UFC promotions got to my head. Oh, Oliveira is a Brazilian BJJ god, and in my mind, rock paper scissors. The antidote to wrestling is, you can get me on the ground, but I'm gonna twist your foot up or something, right? Oliveira, his arm in a triangle somewhere. That's what Oliveira was doing. Mr. BJJ God, his arm was in a triangle all twisted up. So don't tell me about BJJ. Don't tell me about Brazil. Don't tell me about BJJ. Your man was twisted up. He didn't have that much BJJ, right? Otherwise, he'd have found a way to do some mad thing. And to add insult to injury, Makhachev twisted up. He BJJ'd the BJJer. So again, the proper Dagestani ones, they do it different. This Merab guy, he knock off. Yeah, the Merab, he must be like, I don't know, he must be the slow cousin. Yeah, Merab's the slow cousin of Habib and Makhachev. He the one that wasn't quite with it, but he halfway there. He missing a few top chromosomes required to have to tangle on the ground like them, man. Yeah? Bottom line. Let's say Habib and Makhachev have got an extra chromosome. They've got the wrestling chromosome. Merab, he's not only missing the wrestling chromosome, he's missing another one too. He just slow. He just trying to hang on people, man. That was whack. But yeah, there was one point in the fight as well where what happened? Merab was just sunning Eminem. He was sunning Eminem off, and the referee told him to stop it. I mean, I don't mind it. Tell the truth, I don't really care. Merab was going. I think he had him in some sort of headlock or some sort of grip, and he was just maybe banging his chin on his back or something. The referee said stop. In my opinion, it's a fight, right? If you don't like it, when you get back on your feet, do something. Do you understand? No one asked Sean O'Malley. No one asked Sean O'Cucky. Listen, O'Cucky. Yeah? No one asked you to stand there and just be doing nothing for 5 rounds, 25 minutes. You could have got stuck in or had half a go. You didn't. So if Merab wants to get you on the ground and sun you off, so be it. Anyway, Merab sunned him off. The referee said stop. Merab got up and turned his back, and then O'Malley tried to get... Merab could have been clipped, but he wasn't. Some people were saying, it was wrong of him, but essentially, defend yourself at all times. Either way, it carried no weight in the result of the fight. So yeah, man, can I say? This is why I only really watch the big... tell a lie. I only really watch the big boxing fights as well. But still, particularly in the UFC, Jones Aspinall. I'll probably watch Jones versus Stipe for why not, but Jones Aspinall I want to see. Aspinall's talking, and rightfully so. Jones need to fight Aspinall. I'll tell you now for free. That's what he needs to do, man. I'm not saying Jones is ducking, but you fighting. If John Jones retired and didn't fight old ass Stipe, you'd say, well, he's retired. But if you're gonna fight the old man, people, I think Jones will beat the brakes off Aspinall. I really do. They say he's powerful. He might be powerful. He's probably, he would be the most powerful guy that John Jones has faced, I'd assume. But a lot of that power is luck. A lot of that power is leaky power. Yeah. Stipe was knocking loads of dudes out as well. That's what I'm saying. The heavyweight division in the UFC is leaky with the striking. Look at Ngannou. Do you understand? It's leaky striking. So when Aspinall's clipping dudes, you see their chin in the air, and John Jones has more... He's skilled. He knows where his hands need to be. He's got good vision. He's got good understanding. He's a true mixed martial artist. In my opinion, the most pure form of it. We've seen him do everything. We've seen him submit dudes. We've seen him kick dudes' heads off. I haven't seen it, I can't remember, not to memory, but I'm sure he's punched dudes. I'm sure he's even rolled on the floor with dudes for 5 rounds. He can do it all. Aspinall is still untested, but we need that fight. That's a big fight. Anyway, maybe they come to the UK, actually. Probably not, because the money's bigger in the States. But that could definitely be a Wembley show. I'd have thought. Possibly. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, people. Smash the like button, subscribe, let off the bell, 100%. No doubt about it. People, stop it.